This is the south water heater temperature pressure relief valve drain pipe. File this under the category of no good deed goes unpunished. So I got it turned off the best I could. I'm supposed to test the valves. I could exclude myself from it, but it's part of the program, so it's not like I did something wrong. And it's a good thing we found this. Good thing we found it today. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the condensing units. HVAC condensing units. We got 2 units here. They're 7 years old. This one's 5 tons. This one's 3 tons. They both use R410A refrigerant. R410A is no longer manufactured in the United States, no longer legally imported in the United States. Do they have stockpiles of it? You bet. Is the cost going to go up? You bet it is too. You bet it is too. There's some parts for the system that they just don't make any longer. The condensing units, the compressors, for example, the coils, for example, the metering devices for the refrigerant piping, for example. There's all kinds of things. Now the fans, they'll make a fan, all right. You can use any refrigerant with a fan, but anything that's refrigerant specific is no longer manufactured for these units. So the cost of availability is going to escalate, and the cost of repairing them is going to escalate. These units are 7 years old. They're engineered on paper to last 20 years. They may last 35 years, but Las Vegas is going to give you 14. They're about 7 years old. With reasonable maintenance and a little bit of luck, they should be good for, they could be good for another 7 years or another 17 years, or they could go bad tomorrow. Average is 14, they're 7 years old. Our electric service disconnects are not supposed to be located on the wall behind the units. And I've got still images of them right here, so that's just what I have. And the supplemental material to your report will have pictures of that. And this is your refrigerant piping. You have anti-theft Schrader valve caps. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But you look at this one over here. Look at all the oil around it. Why is there oil around there? Has this thing been serviced? Has this thing got a history of problems? Why is there oil around it? See how dry and dusty that is? That's the way it should be looking. It shouldn't be looking all oily and contaminated like that. And then this refrigerant piping insulation is the wrong material since 2015. And these things were manufactured in 2017. So the Texas Energy Code is already in effect, and there should be more robust insulation, because this insulation, as you can see, in only 7 years, it's starting to give up the ghost. It's starting to have some problems. So we have the wrong type of insulation. We got a greasy spot. Disconnects are on the wall behind the units. Disconnects should be sealed on 3 sides to help prevent moisture infiltration from going into the wall system. And these units are overfused. Overfused, what do you mean? The older units were not as energy as efficient as these units. The units that these replaced had larger circuit breakers to handle the inefficient systems. These systems require less energy. They have smaller breakers. If you have a breaker that's too large, that means it will not trip in a timely manner. It means that your equipment could run in critical conditions for an extended period of time without the safety device tripping to save your equipment. That's what that means.